yeah, if you think you're going to do it in your own strength, then you know what? Yeah, you can do it.
COVID, it's been helping people move their businesses from offline or brick and mortar to online.
Systems are more important than skills as an entrepreneur today.
It's totally okay to reinvent yourself multiple times, especially when you're an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Profitable Coaching Conversations with Wendy Y. Bailey. If you're a coach, speaker, or industry expert, you're in the right place for sales and marketing wisdom and insight to grow your coaching business. Now, here's your host, Income Acceleration Mentor, Wendy Y. Bailey.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Profitable Coaching Conversations. I'm excited to introduce you to a longtime social media friend and pal, Lou Bortone. He's a longtime friend, and I'm happy to share him with you. He's been in video marketing since before video marketing was a thing, if you can imagine that. He's been a leader in the video space since the launch of YouTube in 2005. Now, who remembers that? Who remembers that? I don't. I certainly don't. But before that, Lou was in television in Hollywood for more than 20 years. He's a video marketing consultant, a speaker, and author of Video Marketing Rules, How to Win in a World Gone Video. Please welcome Lou Bortone. Hey, friend, how are you?
Hey, great to see you, Wendy Y.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. I tell you, even though we haven't always been in close communication, whenever I've thought of doing something video, I've always reached out to you. When I did my video marketing challenge a couple of years ago, I was like, Lou, you got to do this for me. And you were like, I can't do it. And I was like, what can't you do? And you were like, I'm just booked up. I can't. I was like, no, all I want you to do is to give a gift, do a quick interview with me and it'd be a bonus for the people in the challenge. And you were like, oh, I can do that. So you're always available to talk about video.
Yeah, absolutely. So especially these days, it's been just crazy the last several months.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a minute. I know what you do, but I want you to talk about why you do what you do and kind of how it evolved for you because of COVID.
Right. Well, what I've done for the last 12, 15 years is video marketing, video editing. Like I say, most people didn't really know what video marketing was, but it's essentially just using video to get your message out. So I've helped a lot of folks with that. I also do a little bit of video editing for my clients, so I can take that off their plate. And really, especially since COVID, it's been helping people move their businesses from offline or brick and mortar to online, especially places that like gyms and yoga instructors and things like that who were used to having like in-person contact.
Wow. I can imagine that it's been a learning experience even for you because people that are coming to you are just not accustomed to using video in the way that they can to do things online versus in person.
Yeah, and for us, I mean, a lot of entrepreneurs like us have been working from home for a long time, and it's just sort of like we're just used to using things like Zoom or Skype or whatever to connect. But for some of these folks, they've never done video conferencing, they've never had a video camera, they've never really had to do anything virtually because everything that they've done has been pretty much brick and mortar or in person or traditional.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny right after the shutdown and people started outside of, like offline businesses and people in general started discovering Zoom and they were like, there's this wonderful thing called Zoom. And I just got tickled because I was like, we've been using Zoom forever.
Yeah.
And other kind of video conferences I would forever.
Exactly.
So that tickled me that it was just this newfound thing to people.
Yeah. But the nice thing is that a lot of folks have been able to pivot and adjust. And like I said, with my yoga client, she had a studio and that's where she did her stuff. And all of a sudden, just to move into her living room and do all her classes online on Zoom. So she, and sometimes she'd just record the class by herself and other times she'd have people on Zoom with her. But it's a big adjustment for folks who have never done it before.
So what do you see as the keys? Like now that you started to help these clients pivot from offline to online and using video specifically, what do you think are the keys? Like if you thought about it, are there like some specific steps they need to consider, or
they have to have a really good internet connection.
Yeah, that would be a first thing, right?
And it's funny.
Please tell me you have not run into clients who did not understand why that was necessary.
Well, it's like, I don't understand, it's like, I have TV, my TV works. Why doesn't my internet work? It's like, because it's different,
technology,
different bandwidth. But for the most part, they've been pretty good with that. But the other thing they have to realize is now, like, okay, being on camera, which I'm not even really accustomed to as long as I've been doing it, being on camera is very different than being in person. If you are teaching, a yoga class, and you're used to being in a studio, now you're in a space and you've got to, react differently. I have a big arrow up here where my webcam is, so I remember to look up at the camera and down at the screen.
Yeah.
And it's still hard, even for me. It's like you have to force yourself to look, okay, I really need to try to look at the camera. So they've had to adjust that way. I've gotten a lot of calls and done a lot of things about, what kind of lights do I need? And do I need a special camera? And honestly, I tell most folks, it's like, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And other than the internet versus the TV conversation, have there been some other interesting highlights to your experiences helping small businesses move from offline to online?
It's a lot of it kind of is a mindset shift as well. Just to really like, okay, be flexible, be ready to adapt, be more patient, because again, things happen online. Like I said, hey, what if the dog starts barking? Well, it's not the end of the world. I mean, and the other thing is with technology, it's like, what, some days it just might not work. Like, oh my God, I've got to record a video, but the guy next door is mowing his lawn and it's so noisy. And
Yes, I've been there before. Tell me.
So
and it's not fun to be in that space, but go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to roll with it and adjust and find a different way to do things. It's like, all right, I'm on plan C, plan D, plan E. That's all right.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
And the thing that I learned from you a long time ago is that the people who are watching your videos, who are consuming your content, they don't really care as much about all of the lighting and the microphone and the stuff in the background as you do.
Yeah, everybody's very self-conscious about their appearance or how they sound. It's like the very first time back in the day when we heard ourselves on tape recorders, you're like, that's my voice, So, but, the audience just wants the content. They want, an answer to their question. They want a solution to their problem. They're not quite concerned that like, Lou's eyeglasses, the lights are reflecting off his glasses. I'm like, all right, no big deal.
It's funny that you say that, because that's why I bought a lighting kit, because my glasses were in a ring. There was a light ring in my glasses, the reflection, and I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, I now even see, and it's funny, like the way I watch TV is I'm looking like, oh, is that a green screen? And
right.
I can see the lights in their glass. So I'm looking at all those goofy little things. And I'm like, you know what? If it's good enough for NBC and CNN, it's good enough for us. So
I hear you. I also remember way back when we first met each other, you were kind of a shy guy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you forced yourself, I think you challenged yourself is a better way to say it, to do more video to promote what you do as a video marketing guy, right? So how did you make that shift? Because I over the years, I've seen you make it and you do even more stuff. It's always creative and fun. So
I'm always going to be a little bit, I think I'm always going to be a little awkward on camera because that's just, kind of who I am. But honestly, at times I'd be like, well, I'm just going to, play a character or do a goofy video. I mean, you remember when I used to wear costumes and do all kinds of
I do remember.
And a lot of that was just like, oh, okay, well, I'll take the focus off me and I'll still be able to deliver the message. But what I finally realized is that, my message is more important than my stage fright or my fear.
Yeah.
So I think
that's
if people
good.
realize that.
That's good news for people who are afraid to get on video.
Yeah. Your message matters, and your message is bigger than your, self-consciousness.
Yeah, without a doubt. So we're going to take a quick break and then we'll come back to our profitable wisdom segment. Sound good?
Cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Are you ready to elevate your sales game so you can add some zeros to your bottom line? Backed by popular demand is Supersize Your Selling, the 7-day sales challenge for coaches, speakers, industry experts, and marketplace influencers. Get ready to grow confident in your selling. Practice selling with grace and ease. Discover how to convert more ideal clients. Shatter your sales fears. Overcome objections effortlessly. Activate income acceleration in your business. This activation challenge features daily bursts of content, easy to complete assignments, sales coaching with none other than yours truly, Wendy Y, downloadable sales script, ongoing accountability and support. It's because it is designed to help you win. Sign up now at www.supersizeyourselling.com. That's www.supersizeyourselling.com, and we'll see you there. How do you create sustainable success in your business? It means that you're focused on creating a message for your most ideal client that magnetizes them to you. They're clamoring to work with you because of the messaging you have that shares with them your ability to solve their problem. It also means that you're working daily, weekly, and monthly on the right actions to impact your bottom line profits. Yeah, you want to increase them, but you've got to focus on moving away from the energy drainers and the time wasters to work with people that you are clearly designed to support in your business. It also means elevating your sales game. You've got to be really good at selling if you're in business, and you've got to know the right way to step into your sales game and elevate it so that you're authentic and true to who you are, and you're able to really and truly solve the problem your client presents when he or she comes to you. I'm Wendy Y. Bailey, known as your Income Acceleration Mentor, and I'm so excited that I'm going to be delivering another Income Acceleration Day, and you're invited. It's a virtual group coaching intensive designed specifically for people in the transformation space, like coaches and speakers and industry experts and marketplace influencers and CEOs and entrepreneurial leaders and consultants, all working on making a difference in the lives of people. Maybe it's in their business, maybe it's in their personal lives. It's all about transforming the people you serve. It's virtual, no traffic, no travel. And when we get together, we roll up our sleeves and we create that messaging that you're really looking for. We also look at what your income producing activities are. We get rid of the energy drainers and time wasters in your business. It's also about understanding and identifying multiple streams of active and passive income so that when you focus on the right things, you know exactly what your bottom line is going to look like. And then finally, we're going to do what we need to do to elevate your sales game. It's a must. It's easy. I promise you're going to love wearing the new sales game that you have going forward. Income Acceleration Day is happening soon, and I'd love for you to join me. Go to www.incomeaccelerationday.com and get ready, because it's all about accelerating your income quickly, growing your bottom line profits so that you can create the sustainable success you desire in your business too. See you there.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brian Oles from Black Speakers Network, and you know what time it is. You're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversations Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. I want you to go ahead right now and like, comment, subscribe, and review right now so you get notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Victor, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversations Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Penelope Jane Smith, and you are tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversations Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode goes live.
We're back, and it's time for that favorite segment, the Profitable Wisdom segment. So let's jump in, shall we, Lou?
Sure.
Okay, who has had the greatest influence in your life and your business specifically?
I would have to say my dad, my father, who passed away a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because for me, I mean, I idolized him, and he was in the TV business for his entire career. He spent 38 years in the same company at an NBC affiliate in Boston. So I kind of grew up at that TV station because he'd work weekends and take me with him, and I'd be running around the studio and going on the news set and causing trouble, and that was my playground. So
all of the things a little boy does.
Yeah, he was, so he was a huge influence that way, and I followed in his footsteps and went into TV and radio, and which was really nice because sometimes we'd even when I was in LA and he was in Boston, we'd see each other at the same industry conventions and stuff. So yeah, I would have to say that he's had a big influence on on my whole life and my business. So
awesome. And what's the best business advice you've ever received?
I can't remember who said it or if I read it, but my best business advice is don't confuse activity with accomplishment.
Ooh, say that again and explain what you mean by that.
Don't confuse activity with accomplishment. Sounds like a Mark Cuban thing or something, but maybe,
yeah.
Maybe I heard it on Shark Tank. But the idea is everybody sort of glorifies busy, oh, I'm so busy. Well, that doesn't mean that you're really getting anything done. I mean, I can put 10 things on my list, but if I haven't done the single most important thing, I've been busy, but I haven't been productive.
Yeah, that's good advice. I remember when I first started my business years ago, I didn't want to really do anything, even though I had a list of things I needed to accomplish in order to be successful for the day or the week or the month. I didn't want to do anything but play. I was like, I had worked for 100 years and was like, I just wanted to have free time, and I was enjoying my free time. But then I realized that I needed to get those things done in order to succeed in my business. And that meant I couldn't play all the time. So what's the largest single sale you've ever made? What's the dollar amount and the circumstances?
It's hard to say, because I think when I thought about this a little bit the other day, and it wasn't like a single, like, oh my God, I just closed a $10,000 deal. I think more about, I didn't realize it at the time, but maybe I started with a coaching client who's paying me $1,000 a month and is on her third or fourth year. So it's like, holy cow, that's like, 50 grand over the lifetime of the customer. Right. So it's weird because at the time I didn't think, oh, I'm closing a $50,000 deal. It's just, I got a great client who we've had a great relationship with, and it's been a long, they talk about the lifetime value of the customer. And I think that's it. So it's kind of interesting that it wasn't just some, okay, I'm going in for this big deal. It was really more of it started out slow and just kept going over time.
Yeah, one of our other guests actually said the same thing because he does volume more than he does, single sales. He's an Amazon reseller. Yeah. And he was like, okay, I can think of something. And he did think of something eventually, but for the most part, he was like, it's volume. It's volume for me. It totally is volume. It makes a difference. Did you do anything to celebrate once you realized that you had this client that you had been working with over a period of years?
I don't think so. I think I just doubled down and realized like, oh, I can really, make a living by myself without going to a company or having somebody give me a check every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, like little daily celebrations, like, oh, I made it through another day of being self-employed.
Yeah. Especially during this time of COVID. It's interesting to me that a lot of people are really concerned about, people like us are concerned about consumers or our potential clients not really having the money. Right. And I don't know if you've had this experience, but that is really not the case. Have you found that to be true as well?
Yeah, and it's ironically, I'm busier now the last 6 months with COVID than I was before, partly because of what I do, and partly because people need what we offer more.
That's right.
And if you've got something of value to the market, they'll find a way to work.
They will. I say it's never about the money, because unless people are in survival mode, it's when they buy from you, they're not buying from you because of the money. They're buying because they don't trust you. They don't they're buying from you because they trust you. Let me get it right. Because they, support whatever it is you're doing. They know you can really solve the problem that they have. That's really what it is. Yeah. So yeah. And what has helped you when you thought about giving up? Because we all have days where it's like, okay, I'm calling it in, I'm done.
Right.
What has helped you move through that?
I joke that I'm completely unemployable now that
I say the same thing, Lou. Yeah.
So, I mean, part of it's just been like, well, you know, I'm closer to 60 than I am to 50, and who the hell wants to hire some old hoot like me? So, so aside from the fact that I'm probably unemployable, the real answer is that I can't imagine, like, I really feel like I need the flexibility of being able to, you know, okay, I'm going to a conference for 2 days next week, or I'm going off the grid in 3 weeks, or, you know, my son's job got pushed forward, and like, maybe we'll rent an RV and drive across the country, or, you know, just being able to do things like that and work from anywhere. So
you just keep that top of mind so that you don't get to that place. I understand. I feel like I'm officially unemployable, and I tell people I'm also unrecruitable.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you're in your self-employed space, the folks who are in direct sales and network marketing and multi-level marketing really think that you're ideal, like you're primed for them to recruit. And I'm like, I'm not recruitable. So that's why I say that. And what is your greatest personal accomplishment outside of your business?
I think that I haven't screwed up my kids that badly.
They're citizens now, because it's been a long time since we talked. Yeah. But when we talked recently, you were telling me that the youngest is like 18 and a freshman in college.
No, they just graduated from college. So
yeah, I'm like, wow.
I can't even believe this to say it now, but I have they're 22-year-old twins. I have a boy and a girl. They both graduated college this year. You know, I'm not in a traditional way, obviously, with all of COVID and everything, and they both have jobs. So I'm like, wow. I don't know. I have to give my wife a lot of credit, but it's like, well, I must have done something right. So that really is my proudest accomplishment, is that, and also the fact that, like, I somehow got them through being in college at the same time, and am not completely bankrupt.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think it's a big deal that you've been able to stay in your business as long as you've been in your business. People lose sight of that a little bit.
Yeah.
But the reality is, you've been in your business how many years now?
15, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. 15 years is a long time. That's like dog years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, to be here and still in this marketplace, that means you actually lived through the recession of 2008.
Yeah.
And you are still here. And, you know, we're approaching a recession now, and we're probably more in one than approaching one.
Yeah.
And you're still here. That's a big deal.
Yeah. It's kind of funny, because one of the things I think about sometimes is the last time I was on my way to a job interview was 9/11. I was going to a TV station for a job interview, and I got a call at 9 in the morning. Don't come in. Obviously, you know, there's something big going on. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to look for a job now. I'm just going to do my own thing.
How about that?
Yeah,
that's kind of what happened to me too. I was working, and I had been voted off the island in one division, and I went to another division, and I was working. And when 9/11 happened, I was on my way to do my drug screen.
Wow.
And I got in the parking lot, and the radio was going bonkers, right? And I sat there, and I was like, I'm going home. I'm going home. And I just decided I didn't need to stay with the organization. It didn't matter which division it was, but that was my life kind of had a different meaning because of 9/11. So I totally get it. I totally get it.
And looking back, I think, all right, well, now I had the flexibility to be able to go to a kid's soccer game at 3 p.m. instead of being at an office. So
those are priceless moments. You just can't get them back, because they'll never be that age again. You know, it's really, really true.
Yeah.
So we're going to take another break, Lou. And when we come back, I'd love to hear your parting thought for our viewers and listeners. And tell us a little bit about the gift that you have for everyone. Sound good?
Sure. Thank you.
Awesome.
Have you heard about the new Black Business Directory? Welcome to Click Urban. Here, you can find hundreds of businesses owned by us. Whatever business professional you're looking for, they're right here. And the best part is, membership is absolutely free. Just go to www.theclickurban.com, sign up for a free account, create your free listing, and boom, you're done. Begin surfing the largest Black business directory online and be seen by hundreds of customers and clients all in one place. Get exposure on all of the major search engines, including Google. Our innovative platform includes search engine optimization that will make your listing easy to find. This is the hottest new business directory created for us, by us.
Join today. Go to www.theclickurban.com.
With over 20 years' experience supporting clients in becoming organized, Lorianne Stepp, the clutterologist, understands the direct connection of physical clutter in the home with emotional confusion in the heart. Lorianne has a natural gift and finely honed skills for helping others rediscover the balance and harmony in their lives using basic feng shui principles. Her non-judgmental and compassionate conversations with her clients help them shape a new reality as she works to organize their home or office. This unique approach, combined with her ability to connect meaningfully with her clients, has earned her rave reviews from many well-respected publications. Whether you need to tackle one stressful pile of paper clutter or reorganize your entire home one room at a time, Lorianne has simple and affordable solutions for you to stay organized. Learn more about Lorianne and her inspiring work by visiting www.clutterologist.com today.
Hello, I'm Rhonda Height, and you are tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, review, and subscribe now so that you are notified when the next episode goes live.
Hi, I'm Michelle PW, and you've tuned into Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Like, comment, and review, and subscribe now so you're notified when the next episode is live.
Yo, people, what is up? This your boy, John Lawson, johnlawson.com, and you're tuned in to the Profitable Coaching Conversation Show with Wendy Y. Bailey. Go ahead right now, subscribe so that you're notified every time an episode goes live. I'm out of here for now, guys. Peace.
Okay, we're back, and this is our final segment. And Lou, do you have any parting thought? It's the thought that when you look at everything we've talked about and you think about your business as a whole, it's the one thing that you want to leave people with. It's that nugget, if you will.
I think, having, we talked earlier about bringing an offline business online. We've been working online for years. And I think it's really just to really roll with the punches and adapt and be flexible, because you never know what kind of curveballs are going to come your way. So there's nothing that you can't handle if you're willing to just tackle it head on.
Yeah, sounds great. And you've got a special gift for everyone?
I do. I have a mini course called Sizzle Reel Secrets. So we talked a little bit about video, and what I try to do is, teach folks and tell folks that it's really not that complicated. If you want to use video to build trust and credibility, which it's great for, and accelerate the sales process, then this will help you kind of get started in terms of editing and cameras and fun stuff like that.
Nice.
And it's not very techy. It's more practical than techy.
Yeah. Everything I've seen you produce, Lou, is very practical. And you even offer the done-for-you solutions, too, in case it's just too overwhelming. So I really appreciate your approach to sharing your content.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks again for being here, Lou. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, and the link to Lou's gift is going to be in the show notes below. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you for another episode very soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Wendy Y here, and I want to extend my personal invitation to you to join the Profitable Coaching Society. It's a growing community of coaches, speakers, industry experts, and marketplace influencers just like you. Join the after party to connect with guests so you can continue the dialogue. They're waiting in the society to greet you. When you join, you're going to receive my special gift, the ultimate guide to profitable coaching conversations. Go to www.profitablecoachingsociety.com, and I'll see you there.
Thanks so much for tuning into Profitable Coaching Conversations with Wendy Y. Bailey. Be sure to join us at the after party at www.profitablecoachingsociety.com. We'll see you next time for more sales and marketing wisdom and insight from Wendy Y. and her amazing guests. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you know when new episodes are posted.